Welcome to another edition of Corporate Highlights, where we bring you closer to companies shaping the future of finance. My name is Nigel, and today we spotlight iFAST Corporation, a leading wealth management fintech platform based in Singapore with growing presence across Asia and beyond. Today we interview Mr. Lim Chung Chun, Chairman and CEO of iFAST, where he shared the latest strategic developments of the company, from digital banking expansion to the long-term roadmap of the global platform and what it means for retail investors.
iFAST Corporation is today a global digital banking and wealth management platform. The way we typically look at the business is that there's the B2C part of the business and the B2B part of the business. B2C part of the business, we essentially allow self-directed investors to go to our website. FSM is a key branding for the wealth management side of the business, and they invest in the wealth management product that we carry. The key products will be unit trust, stocks, ETF, bonds, cash solutions. There's also the B2B part of the business, which actually comprises 70% of our wealth management platform business. The B2B part of the business is where we work with partners who are mainly financial advisors, and we provide services that essentially will allow them to be able to advise their client on a portfolio of investment products, particularly mutual fund, ETF, stocks, bonds, etc. For the B2B part of the business, we essentially make it easy for the financial advisors who use our services to be able to operate the business efficiently. We are essentially also custodian for the client's assets, and we basically perform various kind of administration so that they can do their job effectively. Banking is a business that we have since about 3 years ago. We call our banking business iFAST Global Bank, and that essentially is a bank that is targeting customers from all over the world. They'll put in deposits in a multi-currency account, and that complements our overall wealth management business very well. There is also the ePension part of the business that we have in Hong Kong. This is a business where ourselves together with our partner, CCCW, we act as the pension administration platform for the whole of Hong Kong, because in Hong Kong you have the EMPF, sort of equivalent as CPF in Singapore, and iFAST is a prime subcontractor for this part of the business, and we basically do all the day-to-day investment administration that help the Hong Kongers with the overall investments in the pension. For iFAST, we have the B2C part of the business, whereby we make it easy for self-directed investors to invest across a range of investment products. Key products will be unit trusts, ETF, stocks, bonds, cash solutions in many different currencies. We also have our iFAST Global Bank, where we offer competitive multi-currency current account, right? They make it easy for customers from all over the world to put in deposits, get good interest rate, and yet have current account services. So the B2C part of the business is easier to understand. The B2B part of the business is where we work with numerous partners, most of whom are financial advisors, where we provide a range of services ranging from holding custody of client assets to IT tools and services, operational services, etc., that help them to perform the job of advising on investments efficiently. So that way we grow together with our B2B partners over time as they increase the value of the investment portfolio that they advise on, and for us we increase the overall asset under administration that we are handling, and that builds a recurring income for both our partners as well as us. In businesses, you typically will have some kind of challenges. I wouldn't point to one major challenge in particular, but I would say businesses typically have a range of different challenges that you have to handle, every month, every year. That depends on which part of the business. So typically, of course, the first thing is ensuring that as a company you can remain competitive in the midst of competition. Wealth management competition is always increasing in terms of the different players in the market. So it's about the ability to continue to ensure that we remain at the forefront of the industry. We continue to offer good value for money for the services that we are providing. So that's an ongoing challenge that all businesses will face. There will also be other type of challenges, such as, for instance, in our ePension division, we are in the midst of ramping up the services that we are actually providing. So that means we are actually adding a lot of employee quite quickly this year, last year, and with when you're adding the employees in a quick manner, the challenges will be about managing the growth, ensuring that things go smoothly, ensuring that employees are able to be trained well quickly and to cope with what's required, and ensuring that we can deliver our services as efficiently as possible. There will also, of course, be always the challenges of ensuring that we're able to continue to upgrade the IT tools and services that we're providing to the client. So that's an ongoing thing that ourselves will be handling all the time. Well, iFAST, the business that we have is essentially digital business. It's a business where in the last 25 years, we have always been leveraging on IT, technology, digital platform, and in recent times, AI, to be able to deliver the services to the client. I would say that I think IT is something that most companies struggle with, including most financial institutions. We feel that at iFAST we're able to handle the IT delivery better than most financial institutions typically find, and we're able to do so at a lower cost. And a large part of the reason is because we actually have our in-house IT team. Today at iFAST, within the group, we have over 400 IT and IT-related employees who are actually constantly working on delivering the IT solutions that we have, improving on the IT solutions that we have, and it's an ongoing thing. So that is part and parcel of ensuring that we remain relevant and remain competitive over time. iFAST Corporation's long-term vision is to be a world-class global digital banking and wealth management platform. We want to operate from a number of countries, probably a few key countries, a few key centers, but to be able to have customers from around the world, to have what we call truly global business model. Right. So if we are operating from a few countries, a few key countries, we're able to ensure that we try to build the best global digital banking and best wealth management platform that can cater to customers from around the world. We believe that the future is one whereby customers and investors from all over the world will look for the best global digital banking and wealth management platform to use, right? That can allow them to have a place to save their money, invest their money, have a very good range of product, competitive services, good value for money, multi-currency. Regardless of whether you come from a country where you have a strong currency or weak currency, you want to look for a wealth management platform that can cater to your needs on a global basis. And that is something that iFAST aspires to actually be able to occupy. I think if you look at today's world, internet has already changed the world in many ways. If you look at many businesses, industries have been transformed. Companies like Netflix, Spotify have transformed their industry. They operate from one or a few countries, but they have customers from all over the world. You have the e-commerce where companies operate from a few countries, but they deliver products to consumers from all over the world. Interestingly, you find that this globalized business model, truly global business model, actually haven't happened in a big way for banking and wealth management, especially if you're looking at the customers who are retail customers and mass affluent. I think we have banks that are operating a global business model for high net worth individual, private banking essentially. So these are global business model in the sense that you operate from one or few countries, or you tap into customers from around the world. But consumers who are essentially belonging to the retail or mass affluent category, they actually find that services is actually limited. But in an increasingly digital world, in an increasingly globalized world, there's no reason why banking and wealth management services will not be run in a manner that is truly global, right? So meaning the company that run this business operate from a few key countries, but cater to customers from around the world. So iFAST's vision is really to be a world-class player in the global digital banking and wealth management space. And we want to be able to continue to grow the assets under administration that we have, the AUA that we have. Today we have over 25 billion as of the end of first Q. In terms of AUA, our aim is to be able to hit 100 billion by 2028 to 2030 and continue to scale up the business. And the way to do so is continue to upgrade the services that we're providing to the client, continue to add on the delivery of a technology and products that we're able to give to the client, and be able to have a business model that most financial institutions are actually not really doing in a good way, and that will pave the way for the long-term growth for us, and that is something that is actually quite exciting. To say that iFAST's key competitive advantage will be the fact that as a company, as a group, we're able to evolve in terms of how we do the business, in terms of the business model. I think if you look at the business world, you'll find that things are changing all the time. The demands by consumers are changing all the time. The type of products and services that are required are changing all the time. The way revenues are earned are changing all the time. But you actually find that many companies are not able to evolve in a way that the business environment are demanding it. At iFAST, we always make it a point to ensure that we're able to look forward in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, be clear about what are the business trends going forward, and then do what it takes to ensure that we will remain competitive, relevant, or at the forefront in this evolving business environment. So that will include the ability to use technology to keep delivering on the services that we need. So one of the factors that allow us to do that well is having our in-house technology team that allow us to work on the products and systems every day, every month, and deliver new services all the time. But it goes beyond that. I think it's about the business model, right? What is it that is required by the business to ensure that the revenue stream that we have will continue to remain strong? I think that essentially means that we need to understand that the nature of revenue will shift and evolve over time. It doesn't just stay, for instance, at being able to get the upfront commission, whether it's from unit trust sales or from stockbroking services. It's about the ability to build a business model that builds a recurring income from the various revenue streams that will ensure that we're able to remain competitive over time. It's also about the ability to continue to get the additional licenses that are actually required to ensure that we can remain relevant and competitive in the long run. So licenses that required, at each point of the journey of a group changes. In the case of iFAST, one big step that we took was to have a bank within our overall group. That came when we acquired a bank in UK over 3 years ago. So having all the relevant key parts of the planning in place will allow us to ensure that we're able to evolve our services as well as our overall stream of revenue, and that will keep us competitive in the long run. But at the same time, we actually remain clear about our long-term business model, which is basically to be a wealth management platform, right? That is able to continue to grow and remain competitive over time. In terms of balancing growth, investments, and profitability, I would say that the decision becomes relatively easy if you're thinking in terms of the medium to long term. I think if you take a very short-term view as a business, then you find that there's a big conflict between investment and profitability. For instance, if you take just 1 year view, the current year, whatever you spend investing in a business this year will probably hit the bottom line in the current year. So that's a conflict, so many businesses therefore choose not to invest, right, for the long run. But that may improve the profitability in the current year, but it make it very difficult for them in the medium term, in the long run. I think at iFAST, the way to balance between investments and profitability with shareholder returns in mind will essentially be having the right time frame, right, in our mind. I think in businesses we need to look at not just the current year, but to look at a time frame of next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and do what we need to remain competitive. And once you think from that perspective, then you actually find that a lot of decisions aren't too difficult. For instance, when we bought the bank over 3 years ago, I think in the first 3 years we essentially were making losses, but we have started being profitable at the bank level. And if you think in terms of what is the potential of this banking part of the business in the medium and long term, you know that the potential is tremendous. So having the right time frame in mind, right? Not thinking just of the very short term, but being able to think in terms of next 5 years, 10 years will allow us to make decisions that are good for shareholders, for shareholder returns in the long run. And in the short term, certain profitability may not grow as much, but if you communicate your vision well, to shareholders understand the rationale of the additional investments, then shareholders are likely to be willing to reward the company for taking those investment decisions. Regarding what's the boldest decisions that we've made in our 25-year journey, well, we have made various decisions over the last 25 years. But if I were to point to one decision that was quite a big one, then that would be the decision to buy the bank in UK over 3 years ago, because it's a decision that is probably a bit unusual for most Singapore companies. I'm not sure for me whether using the word boldest is the right word, because in my mind the benefits of making that move is very clear. But I suppose from the perspective of the business community, the step that we have taken in buying the UK bank was quite a big step, especially since we're talking about buying a bank that's in UK, that is far away from our core markets in Asia. But that is a decision that we made, that we believe to be the right decision. We at the point of acquisition in the first year, in terms of the amount that we paid for the bank and the additional investments, additional capital injection that we have to put in immediately, I think it was about 70 million Sing dollar. It is the single biggest acquisition for us in a market far away. But I'll say that that decision is showing that that has been the right step, and I believe that a few years down the line, investors will look back at this particular decision, this particular move, and say that that had been a very important decision that helped us to accelerate the overall growth of the group as we move on. If faced with the same choice today, would I do it differently? I would say that I would still be making the same decision. I think that is an opportunity that came along, that was it's not an opportunity that come along every other year, and the ability to grab the opportunity, the ability to add a bank to our overall global ecosystem, the ability to ensure that as a group we evolve from just being a wealth management platform with capital market services license, but to one that has a banking license as well, the ability to operate at what I call the foundation layer of the financial sector. I think that is a very big step that we have taken, that will position us very well going forward. So yeah, certainly if faced with the same choice again, we'll be doing the same thing.
And that was our conversation with Mr. Lim Chung Chun, Chairman and CEO of iFAST Corporation. As the company continues to strengthen its fintech infrastructure and expand its global reach, it remains a key player to watch in the digital wealth management space. We hope you found these corporate highlights insightful. Stay tuned for more updates and interviews with leading voices across the investment landscape.